Lanjut lagi di game yang keempat antara RRQ Hoshi melawan TLID dengan kedudukan 2-1 RRQ. Masih ada banyak game lagi ya. Semoga 2 sama.
The Suyo in check to contain it. But what is he supposed to do in the situation now, Arashi?
That was the idea, right? Cut the wave for the jungle, get nuisance while your lane opponent, Aran, is supposed to stay right next to the turret and kind of, you know, wait around. But look at WIDY. Ooh, that's a roam. We thought it was going to be the Hylas, I think. I at least expected WIDY to be on the Hylas, but on the TLID, we've seen it match up to even the likes of the Cho. So it's going to be a lot of damage in the early game for Team Liquid ID. But the poke, the AoE, definitely favors RRQ. Movement wise though, Dyran with the Wilderness Blessing.
Aku belinya es jeruk lupa.
A lot more. And Skylar, despite being up against all the aggression, Dragon Hunter and the Weakest Finder, but look at that damage. Forced out of Flicker Redder.
Yeah, that is going to be a very, very important resource because he has burned the passive.
Mustafa tribute to Kilikiciu. Aku jujur nih belum pernah nyoba guys tentang Mustafa. Apakah seenak itu sampai Kilikiciu suka?
The problem with Suyo now is, of course, he has level 4, he has level 5 even, and they're ready to take this turtle.
Should be free, you know. RRQ can't really go for the battle. With so much pressure on the hands of TLID, Fabian gets it, saves his retreat. Trying to go for a cheeky little steal, but knows that RRQ will have avenues to try to stop that from happening. The early damage is what it is, man. I mean, it's the Sushin, it's the TLID, it's the Beatrix. So many ways for Team Liquid ID to pressure. Just like Edok and Daiwan even, they're both kind of a bit more concerned about their survivability, unlike game number 2 earlier,
Indonesia
where they can kind of do whatever they want because they were just too tanky with the Gatot and Hilda, but oh, look at Edok.
Something, but he won't be in much trouble. Of course, TLID, they have better rotations, I suppose, with the TLID always on its toes. But Vanguard is to heal up, and Fabian has the 100 strike. But Dyran goes so far.
Alright, maybe not. Maybe you can't take that damage. What the heck? Suyo, very balanced.
Dyran is punished now twice. What's the difference between previous game, Arashi?
Maximum missing HP damage in the Suyo allows them to really burst down targets like Dyran. They want to play with regen. But all things considered, the Natan really hasn't really been the recipient of a lot of big pressure items. And Ida is doing a great job just monitoring, shadowing WIDY, ensuring that not a lot of laners really fall behind. But from the jungle, from the farming difference alone, already
baru ganti baju udah keringetan lagi anjing.
Where you Sandstorm dodge from? Wow. Good dodge, WIDY. Knocked out by the Circle Eagle, able to flicker out with the regen too. Gets a bit of HP. TLID will just respect this. Well played RRQ to escape from that. Well played WIDY to escape from that too.
Selamat makan semuanya, semoga makanannya menyehatkan, enak, terus semua yang kelaparan bisa makan, semua yang sakit disembuhkan, semua yang sehat semakin bersyukur. Semoga semua orang punya niat baik untuk saling menyayangi sesama makhluk Tuhan dan saling membantu. Amin. Selamat makan Bang Jeff, Bang Aldo, Bang V, Bang Penom.
Cannot sustain from that damage, cannot take that damage. Lantern Flare, Aaron Shiki, Wagan, Skylar down, and Edok.
Bodoh amat Aaron Shiki ya, lapar kita.
Cavalry recharges their energy, and now they are ready for yet another revolt.
Es jeruknya mana?
Is going south for the kingdom.
Wow. They have lagging potential, but the early game is looking really, really rough. This approach from Team Liquid ID to just double down on that early game aggression. I mean, we talked about this a bit, Mirko. Hey, if the game never reaches the late game, because the fights keep happening, because both teams, you know, have it personal. They want to just win it out and show everyone they're better in these fights, in this early game. Then why even get these late game tools? Look at this, though. Circling Eagle on a run. Nothing available for RRQ to really realistically get. You're only trying to make sure that Syzygen doesn't fall too far behind. And Skylar,
enak banget jeruknya. Mas Rofik best jeruknya enak. Mustafa. Let's try Mustafa.
Down in the mid lane will be the end of Syzygen.
0-2 and 0 right now.
Tentang Mustafa.
Problematic for RRQ. We actually talked about how
Perkedel
is actually a very good pick against the Suyo, and the draft planned out by RRQ is way solid compared to the previous one. But it's now going so hard for them. What's the
Kentang semua, Jo.
I think it's just Suyo damage. I mean, are you seeing how much damage Fabian is doing?
Aku baru ngeh tadi sama mbaknya.
I mean, even against Daiwen, he's shredding him
Kill
down.
Kicu makan
It's way too much
Mustafa.
damage.
Makan
RRQ,
perkedel.
in theory, have
Kan
a
kentang
good
semua ya?
composition, but
Bocah
individually,
kentang, Cok,
he
Kill
was
Kicu.
way too strong. And considering the
Lah,
gold lead
ada
has
orangnya,
increased to 7,000, RRQ
Izin
are
sulap Mas Bas. Monggo. Mengentot emang nggak jelas, Cok.
looking for avenues to set up traps in the jungle.
The execution. Fabian. Whoa, but he's taking him away. Skylar.
Satisfying ya.
Now Project Wage able to lock Fabian down, but no, he brings out the safety with his own Skylar away.
Itu musuh bebuyutannya Bang Aldo itu.
With the orange buff here, Fabian takes it
Tutupannya dikit masa iya? Banyak ini, Cok. Tuh. Emang kamu makan Mustofanya sebanyak apa Kill Kicu? Ini jumlah nasi dan Mustafa, banyak Mustafa, Cok. Udah pulang ini. Mas lauk wartegku Mustafa sama perkedel, nasinya setengah. Ya itu makanya kelihatan banyak Mustofanya. Orang nasinya setengah, Cok. Gimana bisa gemuk ya? Aku punya ide. Manis. Biasanya kucingnya tuh masuk sendiri nanti kok dia lapar. Bagi makan bang. Ini berarti dapat kenyang dia. Bang, aku lihat dari depan ya. Pindah ke ini, Dok. Pindah ke live HP, Dok, dia. Soalnya talentnya di ruang ya, karena di XP kurang bang dia. Tidok Maka juga kalah kemarin.
But man, WIDY is just relentless, dude. Always in the faces of RRQ, and that just gives all the time. But look at the play though.
There you go though. Once you use the flicker, you are gonna be susceptible to that.
Oh, kena banyak, Cok.
With a flicker backwards, but still, look at the sustain coming over.
Tuh, nggak dia mati.
Fabian with the playing backwards. Skylar trying to go for the chase right now as Edok walks forward. Breaks the quad. Wow! Over Skylar. And to be getting the range, I did not expect that. A shutdown, a big one at the 8th minute mark, and it went.
Ini hero OP nggak ada yang di ban ya? Sengaja biar seru terus, guys. Bani dikasih terus. Terus Suyu dilepas. Nathan dilepas. Khalid lepas. Mati lepas. Enak. Mustafa enak, Dok. Pansan pada suka ya tentang Mustafa ya. Kayak ini, Dok, French fries. Tadi baca komen yang di sini. Iya. Di mana-mana. Gila. Mati dong. Aduh, Widi mati. Ya nggak kena. Ya Fabian nggak kena. Mati, Cuk. Ini perang terus, Cuk. Ini Mustafa aku nganggur, guys. Makan dulu ya.
And on TLID, they have a time frame to control even deeper into the map for RRQ.
Ini BA cewek nggak ada yang ngerti Mobile Legends, Cuk. Wih, dapet, Cuk. Wah, gila. Beda 4 level, Cuk. Di EW Sucujin. Sunarko mati, Cuk. Kesayangannya Kill Kicu. Agak susah. Terlalu OP Suyu ini, guys. Rotasinya kenceng, damage-nya sakit. Ditangkap susah. Tahu sama dikit. Banyak ini nasimu yang setengah. Enak lebih. French fries Jowo, guys. Mustafa. Perkedul.
But looking at the items here, Queen's Wings completed for Fabian, trying to get that reduction just to survive long enough.
Perkedelmu sekecil ini nggak?
Aaron Shiki
Gila,
on a vengeance here.
kecil banget ya kayaknya.
The BOD, the Malefic Roar.
Ini agak gedean nih.
He wants
Aduh,
burst
aku ada.
damage. He wants to take down RRQ. He's not trying to do DPS.
Lupa kemakan.
Therein lies the concern though. He can be great at
Kerubuk.
taking down turrets, but
Ikan tenggiri.
defense. RRQ have so much ways to kind of deter.
Ya, makanya agak ngeri nih.
But as of right now, the gold lead, it
Kalau
earlier
ketahan-tahan
struck
terus.
4K, is now back at almost 8K. So Team Liquid ID have regained that momentum.
Yeah, pretty late Hunter strike there from Sutsujin, but 7
Scalar farming minion ini bisa nahan terus dia nanti.
They're waiting for that Lord to spawn so that they can get that Lord and maybe stage yet another siege. The talisman as well for Edok. That extra cooldown reduction, but now TLID, they're playing the safe. Even
Mataku
Yasuo
pelit perkedel.
minimizing towards that Blood Wings. He wants that
Tapi
extra
tadi
cooling
yang
around.
satunya kecil banget, kayak cuma segini,
Skylar though.
kayak pentil tuyul.
So he's all
Yang
good.
kedua gede.
There's limited crowd control
Dah
for
gede,
Team
dah
Liquid ID,
gedung.
but there's a lot of burst damage. Skylar might want to be
Enak-enak.
a bit more careful.
French fries-nya enak.
Oh! What is that? Disgustingly good. And on Shiki, accurate. And so impactful as well with the Renner's apathy.
Man, Aaron Shiki with the gun through is gunning down the members of RRQ. Dyron now not having a lot of chances to proc that Thunder Belt. Not nearly as tanky as he was in the previous games.
Hmm.
Man, again.
Be.
Beat. WIDY has to Raging Sandstorm defensively. And that is one engage tool taken down. But the cooldown, of course, is not going to be a big issue for WIDY and TLID. Free Lord Arashi. They
Ini wakil-wakil kita di M6 besok, guys.
Divine Glaive completed for Skylar, so damage is there. But can he
Kalau bisa 4-3 ya, biar seru.
Notorious for being able to find their targets in a team fight. And Skylar just isn't on the same kind of hero like the Iris though. He isn't really as maneuverable.
Katanya
If
bahaya.
they're gonna let go of a Lord, I will think it would be the previous one instead of this one. But now circumstances has.
Tapi comeback sih bagus sih 3-1 ini lebih seru lagi.
The Lord for Team Liquid ID marching down the mid lane. Do they have enough right here with the Frigid Glacier, with the entropy? In theory, in the base, Skylar should still be able to just stay safe, to really be that, static defense for the base.
Yeah, proper dive though, Liquid. They do. The Raging Sandstorm will open up the
Es jeruknya OP, Cuk, sumpah.
as well. Whereas Pathway
Kenceng
fucked
banget.
up.
Sumpah.
Raging Sandstorm from WIDY! All the way to the back, finding them!
Dimakan scalarnya, Cuk. Kan ini, kalau ada scalar. Anjing cuci tangan, Cuk, upload video bangsat.
The Suyo, we thought it might be countered here.
Duel sama. Kok dieratain dulu.
Fabian on the Suyo, 12,000 gold lead.
Lagi makan enak-enak, Cuk. Nggak apa tapi. Screenshot dulu mukanya.
Domination.
Apa bagus nih WIDY gameplaynya di sini WIDY sama Suyo ya. WIDY the Professor. Nah, cuman pasti yang disorot adalah seniornya nih. Si Aram. Dua sama, very good, very well. Ngarepnya dua tim ini bisa balikin dulu ke tier atas MY. Betul.